Hey everybody, I'm Katallina, and today we're here to talk about Apocalypse Bringer Mynoghra, Episode 1. Two of my favorite hobbies are anime and gaming. So when a show comes along, offering to blend them together like they're peanut butter and chocolate, who am I to say no? Apocalypse Bringer Mynoghra's premise made such an offer, and though I saw the summary for this after making my most anticipated list, the moment I did see it, I instantly wanted to check it out. And I'll tell you up front, Episode 1 did not disappoint. The story focuses on a young man named Takuto, who was hospitalized with a serious illness, spending his time in a video game to escape the reality of his suffering and the weight of his impending death. He didn't just play the thing, though. He was a top-tier gamer within it, and when he dies, that devotion and skill seem to have paid off. Takuto is reborn inside of the game he loves, Eternal Nations. And as if that's not fab enough, he's brought here alongside his favorite unit, the sludge witch, Atu. Imagine waking up in Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics, or Age of Wonders. The game here is a 4X strategy game, meaning something like Sid Meier's Civilization 6, but you can really take this premise and apply it to any type of game, or TV show, or book that you want. Some story realms are more dangerous than others, but as a premise, who wouldn't want to wake up in a story alongside their favorite character? The Mynoghra faction is supposed to be evil within the context of the world, and when other characters besides Atu see Takuto, the impression they get is very different. This context is not just visual, though. The vision that Takuto and Atu have for their faction seems mostly at this point to be one of waiting and patience, and they both state that they actively dislike fighting. But ironically, it's when they have an interaction with some starving dark elves that this aspect of their personality gets put onto boldest display. Before the dark elves show up, Takuto and Atu are planning what they will do with their limited mana, and they're both hungry and having trouble finding food. But when Takuto hears about starving dark elf civilians and children who have been driven from their home, he uses their remaining mana reserves to create food for these people, but seemingly not for him or Atu, from what I could see. This brings us nicely to the wide variations that make up Atu's personality. By default, she's cheery and devoted to Takuto, but if he screws up, as he did to an extent going overboard for the Dark Elves, she's not afraid to let him have it, although him acknowledging fault seems to snap her out of this. On the other hand, when dealing with the people who are not Takuto, she's all business and can be short-tempered and cold. I really love this characterization. It feels real. Many people have warmth and love for those that matter to them, while giving zero shits and putting up with zero nonsense for others outside their orbit. It's not about good or evil. It's usually more about survival and not being taken advantage of. And in this world, much like in ours, it seems to be something that will definitely be in play as we move forward. We see the Dark Elf warrior who came to talk to Takuto and Atu return to his people, and their chief deriding him for his interaction with the so-called King of Ruin. There's a legend in this world regarding someone showing up as Takuto has, and a few pieces of mysterious fruit are not going to sway centuries of legend and superstition. The elder he is speaking to informs him that he, the elder, will deal with these interactions from this point forward. Which, as we wrap up the episode and get our final major insight, is going to either be potential comedy gold or an absolute disaster, or maybe a little bit of both. Because Takuto has realized something through his interactions with Atu and the Dark Elves. He's able to speak to Atu normally because of his history in the game. Talking to her is second nature, and he can do it no problem. But with the Dark Elves, it's different. Is there some kind of language barrier in the way? Nope. Takuto is just really socially awkward. from spending time in the hospital. I'm sure that's going to pop up as an issue here and there as the story continues. And given my love for awkward main characters, I'm looking forward to it. Apocalypse Bringer Mynoghra is everything I could have hoped it would be, and is off to a fabulous start. Are you watching this show? What did you think of its first episode? I'd love to know, so feel free to leave some comments below, and I'll talk to you in the next video. See you later! Bye!